If you want to know how to do this flying dancing trend, I'm going to show you how to do it, but you better be prepared for one heck of a workout. You need to film this in your regular phone camera, but make sure your setting is on slow motion. Let's go. A trampoline is helpful like Jennifer Garner used, but if you don't have one of those, you can just set up your camera down low. I'm going to put it on a tripod and I'm setting it close to the ground. This way it looks like I'm jumping higher. I have it set to slow motion and I'm putting it pretty far away from where I'm going to jump because I want to travel through the frame, so I need some space to be going back and forth. And now I'm going to press record and start jumping through the frame over and over. You need like 50 jumps, so prepare yourself for a sweaty situation. I don't know how many I did, but that was enough. Let's edit. Open up CapCut, start a new project. Now add that slow motion video that you just shot to the project. It takes a while to load because it's slow motion. Even though I recorded in slow motion, for some reason CapCut doesn't play it back in slow motion on long videos. So what I need to do, first I'm going to mute the audio so I don't have to listen to my feet hitting the floor. Second, I'm going to tap on the timeline, hit speed, tap normal, and I'm going to slow this down to 0.2 so it plays nicely in slow motion. It makes it easy to edit. It's not a good idea to record at regular speed and slow it down because it'll look very grainy. You really need to record it in slow motion for the best results. And I'm going to scroll along to my first jump. I'm going to scroll until I'm in the air in my first jump. Tap on the timeline, click split. Now what I want to do is move forward, but I need to zoom in on the timeline. So take two fingers, zoom in on the timeline so you can go slowly forward. And while I'm still hovering and before I land, before I start to go down, that's too late. I want to stay up in the air and I tap on the timeline, make sure I'm tapped on it, and I hit split again. So now I have this little piece where I'm just hovering in the air. I'm going to go forward and get to my next jump. Let me show you. All right, as soon as I get up in the air and I'm hovering, I tap on the timeline again, I hit split. I want to get rid of this whole section where I was standing and I landed from the other jump. This whole section, I tap it and then I click delete. So that's going to attach the first jump to the second one like that, and it got rid of everything in the middle. And now I'm still hovering along. Before I come down, I tap again and I hit split. And now this is the section I'm going to get rid of. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to be eliminating all of this when I get to my next jump. And there it is. So I go up, I'm hovering, tap on the timeline, click split, get rid of the whole part where I was on the ground, tap the whole section where I was on the ground and hit delete. And now you'll see I have 1, 2, 3, my hands up, and I'm still hovering. Tap, split, and again I'm going to get rid of all of this up until the next jump. And you just keep doing this over and over again for your whole video. Now if you don't want to jump too many times, you can simply jump 10 times and you can double these. So for example, I can do this. I can have 1, 2, 3, and then I can put this one back again. So I just tap this one, scroll over, look for duplicate, and then I don't want 2 in a row of the same, so I'm going to take this one, tap on it, and slide it into the third position. So now watch what happens. I have hovering, together, arms up, legs out again. And now I can do the same thing. I can double this one, the second one. I can tap on it, scroll over to duplicate, take the one you duplicated and slide it forward 2 positions. Okay. So now I have this hovering, this one with the arms up, this one again, and then hovering again, and then I'm back to my arms up. So you can continue to duplicate things and use them over again, or you can keep going along and editing the jumps that you did by getting rid of the parts in the middle. Once you have all of your hovering edits done, and you've got the whole sequence ready. You're also going to want to take the beginning and probably put it in regular speed so that it looks like you're in normal speed and you jump in normal speed. And that's when things stop and hover. So you'll want the beginning to be in normal speed. So you'll go back to the beginning. You'll tap the beginning scene. You'll tap speed. You'll tap normal. And you're going to bring this one back to normal speed for the beginning of your video. You might want to take off some of it because it's pretty long. So I'm going to just tap somewhere and take off the beginning. Okay, so now I just have a little bit of me standing before I jump. Let me make it bigger. So you'll see that it starts off regular speed. And when I jump, it's regular speed, and that's when things slow down. Now let's add some music. You're going to want to grab the sound from one of the other videos so that you can use that in your CapCut project. You're going to want to save one of the videos that has the sound on it to your phone. So tap the arrow, tap Save Video. So now when you go back to CapCut and you add audio, down here you'll look for Extract. So you're going to tap that, and it'll allow you to take the music from the video you just downloaded. So you're going to grab the music. Once you extract the music, it puts it down here like this. And so you can see that there's lots of beats. So you could zoom in on the timeline, and you could go through shot by shot and make each one of these shots hit the beats exactly by making the cut right before the beat each time. That's a little pro tip if you want to take the time to do that. But if you don't do that and you just take a look at it, let's look at it from the beginning. And sometimes it just works out. So it's very tedious, but that's how you do it. I just did a tutorial showing how to do this jumping trend, and I didn't have a trampoline, but if you want to do it on a trampoline, there are definitely more steps involved. But before you start jumping, you need to know that you've got to do one jump without a trampoline, and then either at the beginning or the end, you want to record the blank room without the trampoline in it so that you have a clean plate of the room. And then you can do that at the beginning or you can do that at the end by removing the trampoline when you're done jumping. So that's what has to happen before you start. And then once you do all your jumps on your trampoline and without the trampoline, I'm going to show you what happens next. So I made it look like I was standing on a trampoline here by adding the trampoline in. And I'm going to just scroll and get to my first jump and make an edit for a second. So I'm going to get to my first jump where I'm up like this. Okay, tap, split. So now I need to remove the trampoline when I'm up in the air. So I'm going to scroll to the end of my video, grab that piece of the room I filmed, the blank room, tap, split, tap on the timeline, click split. I need to drop this down to another layer, so I'm going to look for overlay. Here it is. That drops it down. Now I'm going to drag it to that place that I just made the edit. Oop, there it is. And I'm going to lock it in with that jump. What I'm going to do now is tap on this, and you can see that it is an overlay. Watch. See? I'm underneath there. So what I need to do now is cut this in half. So I'm going to slide over to mask. Where is it? There's mask. Tap horizontal. That splits it in half. It's upside down. Now I'm just going to twist it because it's the wrong way. So now each time you jump, you're going to have this underneath that's going to cover up the trampoline. And if you need to make this longer, if your video is long, you can tap on this blank room and you can just duplicate it so it goes for the length of your video. Where's duplicate? There. So you can just keep duplicating it and it'll just add it underneath. But you've got to make all of those jumping edits so that your feet don't go behind the mask. So that's how you remove the trampoline, but you're also going to need to add that first jump without the trampoline at all because your feet are always touching it, so you're not able to cut it out when you're on it. So you need one jump that's clean without a trampoline in the room, and then you'll attach it at the beginning. Okay, so I know it's complicated, but since you asked, I just wanted to make sure I explained it. Okay, good luck.